Okay, greenhouse. Harvest. Not gonna plant anything yet. Let's watch these support conversations. Alright, Ignatz and Claude.
Ah! Claude, why didn't you say anything?
You were praying so fervently, I didn't want to interrupt.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I wasn't praying.
No? What then?
I was just thinking about the goddess.
Were you now? Fascinating. Please, go on.
Not here. Let's go somewhere else.
So, you were pondering the existence of the goddess, then?
Yes. All right, consider this. The archives here have all kinds of texts about the goddess, right? But when people tell stories of the goddess, it's only myths and legends that glorify her.
They probably hope to rake in more followers by glorifying the goddess as much as possible. That would be why the church tends to quietly shove all of their more questionable records under some secret rug somewhere.
Claude, don't put words in my mouth. That's not what I said. I was just wondering what the goddess looks like. That's the kind of thing I like to think about.
What the goddess looks like? Well, I suppose if she really exists, she probably looks a lot like us. In fact, she probably wouldn't be so different from that old woman working here in the dining hall.
What? Claude, please stop. The goddess I imagine is absolutely beautiful.
How rude of you, Ignatz. I'm sure that old woman was lovely back in her day.
How rude. Right. Lorenz and Marianne, see part 2.
Tell me, Marianne, do you have a love of flowers?
Well, I don't dislike them.
I've happened upon a spot that's just teeming with splendid blossoms. Would you like me to show you?
I think I would rather stay. It would be for the best if you kept your distance from me.
Well, perhaps I could pick a few of the nicest and present them to you. With a beautiful bouquet in your arms, your magnificence would rival even that of the goddess.
I would never compare myself to the beauty of the goddess.
I see. Well, I don't mind. Oh, that is a lovely handkerchief you've got there. Did you know that a handkerchief reflects the sensitivity of its owner? Yours tells me you have quite a refined sensibility. If you only applied yourself a little more to the rest of your ensemble, there is no doubt in my mind.
If you admire my handkerchief so much, you may have it.
No, please, that is not what I meant.
It was a gift from my adoptive father. I didn't choose it for myself. I'm sure I don't share his refined sensibilities, though, considering how little he and I have in common. I have to go.
Such beauty. And yet, with just a little polish, she'd be a marvel. If only she'd put in some effort. I wonder. Indeed, I shall make it my mission to awaken her beauty. There is nothing that I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, cannot do.
That's not what it is. That's not why she looks like that.
Hey, Lawrence, got a minute?
Certainly. I trust you're well?
Doing great. I found a load of old weapons, just got done hauling them out of storage.
Old weapons, you say? If there are any interesting swords in there, I would love to see them.
They might only be good for training, but with a little care, who knows? Here, have some oil.
And why exactly are you giving this to me?
Like I said, they need a little care. With a bit of maintenance, some of these will really shine.
Yes, I heard you. So why did you give me the oil?
It's for polishing, Lawrence. Don't tell me you've never polished a weapon before.
But that is hardly a task befitting someone of my station. If you had an exquisite blade, something of real historical significance to complement my noble heritage, that would be another matter.
In that case, appraise while you polish, you're bound to find something good working through these.
This seems as fine an occasion as any to air my grievances. I am a highborn noble. As such, it is my sworn duty to protect the common folk. I have no time for trivialities. What's more, you seem to be under the misapprehension that you can order me about. Please think carefully about how you speak to me.
I'm not ordering you around, and I'm not talking to you as a noble either. I'm asking you to help me with this, as a friend.
I am your friend, but I am also a noble. Those two qualities are not mutually exclusive.
Oh, good. Let's get to it then, buddy.
Get absolutely demolished.
Yes! Time for food! Hey, Ignatz! Is this seat taken?
Oh, hey, Raphael. I'm done eating, so you can sit here if you like.
Really? But there's still food on your plate.
It's fine. I'm not that hungry. Anyway, I guess I'll be heading off.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ignatz! Want to train with me?
Oh my, that equipment's looking rusty. Let me fetch some oil.
What's the matter? It always looks like that. Come on, we'll take care of it later.
Nope, you have to do it as soon as you notice. There's oil in the warehouse. I'll be right back.
Hey, Ignatz!
Hello, Raphael.
Are you busy? I need to talk to you.
No, that's... Oh, almost forgot. It's time to return this book to the library. I'll just...
Hey, hold up. Are you seriously gonna keep running away from me?
What? No, I'm not running.
Yes, you are. Every time I try to talk to you, you make up some excuse and run. What's going on? You were a lot friendlier to me when we were kids. You were always so excited to show me all the neat stuff you had whenever I came to visit. We'd play hide and seek with my little sis, draw pictures, and do other fun stuff too. Remember all that?
Things can't be the way they were. It's regrettable, but it's the truth.
Regrettable? What's there to regret?
I mean, you know, what happened to your parents. My parents are the reason your parents died.
What are you talking about? My parents died in an accident while traveling for work.
Maybe so, but they were taking over for mine, because they had other business that day and couldn't go themselves. So, they recommended yours to fill in for them.
Huh. I didn't know that. But what does that have to do with our friendship?
No, but see,
Oh, I see. But we're done talking about this. You gotta stop beating yourself up over it. It was an accident.
He's just putting on a brave face. No one is that forgiving.
Ignatz and Hill.
Hey, Ignatz. Sorry to keep you waiting. Ready to start cleaning?
No, that's all right. Actually, I'm just finishing up.
Oh, it's true. Look how tidy everything is. You've done such a marvelous job. I'm glad I didn't get in your way.
Thank you very much. So anyway, you can go now. You were talking to your friend, right? I just have some things to put away. It's okay, I can manage without you.
Oh, Ignatz, I thought I saw someone earlier. That was you, wasn't it? You know, I'd have been willing to help. You could have just said, hey, let's go and clean.
It's all right, you were having a conversation. I didn't want to sneak up like I was eavesdropping, and really, I didn't need help.
Oh, Ignatz, you darling. You're so considerate. Thank you so very much.
Glad to be of service. I'll start putting all this away.
Not so fast.
What's the matter?
Aren't you overdoing it? Don't you think you might be taking on too much,
Oh, I didn't expect to hear that from you.
Let me give you some advice. It's true that I like to delegate as many tasks as I possibly can, But when someone helps me, I make sure to lavish them with praise as a reward for their hard work. So then we come out even. On the other hand, look what almost happened just now. You did all that work for me, and I almost missed it. Now where would that leave you? With no praise, no thanks. You'd be losing out.
Personally, I'd prefer to lose out rather than inconvenience someone else. For instance, I'd have felt terrible for intruding on your important conversation earlier. Consider the negligible loss to me versus the major inconvenience to you. Personal loss is always going to be the better choice, right?
Huh. Well, if that's how you feel, then I'm not sure how to convince you otherwise.
Ignaz has very low self-worth. Right, time to stuff my students' bellies full of food.
That smell, it's amazing. My fave, in fact. Do you like it too?
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
Every single student probably has some sort of trauma tied to them. That I can confirm.
I did not expect much from the dining hall, but this does not disappoint.
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
Well, I can support with Ignaz. With what? Just to get the speech bubble up? Oh, it's just out there.
Okay, I've decided on the composition.
Composition?
That's right, the composition for my next paint. Wait, Professor? How long have you been standing there? You haven't been watching me, have you? No, I misspoke. Did I say painting? I meant to say,
You paint?
well, I've thought for a while that it might be nice to paint the scenery here. The contours of that tree, set against the stark shapes of the faraway peaks. Of course, I only paint after I've finished my chores. I'd never put my art before my responsibilities. My studies are paramount. I shall always uphold my duties as a student of the Officers' Academy. Whereas art is a hobby of mine, you might say. Everyone has hobbies, right? I'm sure you have one.
Nothing comes to mind.
Oh, well, perhaps it's different for you, Professor. But it's perfectly normal for people to have hobbies. Reading, for instance, or fishing, or taking midday naps. For me, it's making art. Hobbies are healthy. They're a good way of relieving stress. You might consider taking up a hobby, Professor. Anything to clear your mind. Think about it. It's much easier to focus if you're feeling refreshed. There isn't a rule against hobbies, is there? If you tell me to stop, I'll stop. I shall never again put brush to canvas.
Paint as much as you like.
Really? It's okay for me to paint? Well, I mean, if you're sure. But really, it's nothing more than a little diversion, a frivolous pastime. I think I ought to go back to my quarters now, if it's all the same to you.
Right, is there something you can cancel there? What's going on? Classroom learning isn't enough to become a strong knight. There's got to be someone around here who could teach me how to get as strong as possible. Dimitri would be a good resource. He has the highest strength growth in the game. The tea here does absolutely nothing for me. I could send for some supplies from home, but is there truly not a soul in this place? Is this place with tea fit for a noble? Lorenz would be a good source. Right, nothing to do. What's my support level with everyone looking like? Alright, everyone in my class is a C rank. So if I go to Claude, do I have any gifts to give? I might as well work down the list.
Ah. First that band. Well, if Catherine's going.
I don't have any gifts. Alright, well, that's the same. Okay. Teach you more in the bow.
Let's
Teach you more in the spear. One. Again, you need C to become brigand, don't you? Yeah.
You really think I'm that great?
It's
No. Professor.
We've completed our task. I'm beginning to understand.
Better than before.
I think I've got the hang of it.
And this will be another battle day. Let's just do battle in the kingdom. Ow. My headphones came out. What am I doing? I don't know why I'm doing that. Right, what's everyone's weapons? You're fine. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah. Yeah, we're fine on weapons for now. Okay, map. Okay, found it.
Who, me?
Stay focused.
I stand ready.
Ready anytime.
Who, me?
ready and willing.
I guess.
I got this. Sorry, don't know my own strength. Making...
Huh? It worked out. Appreciate that.
Leave it to me.
In fact, heal you up.
Hey, thanks. Better than before. Sorry. Strength in action.
Should I have held back?
Let's get to it. Hilda! Hilda! I'll celebrate later.
Naturally.
Thank you.
No.
The glory of progress.
A trivial victory.
Sorry, don't know my own strength.
Appreciated.
Appreciate that. I did it! I did!
Nobles.
Won that.
Who knew? I feel like I've grown.
Yes, gain some strength. Good man. That's it, yeah. You missed. Ah.
I'm all sweaty.
You can kill.
You underestimated me. I have to try.
Then it's Marianne, right? Oh, Hilda. Yeah, Hilda. So, Marianne. You get shot up without killing? No.
I put in some work.
Okay. Dun, 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 Yeah, it's still chapter 2. The Magdred Ambush. Your house must help the Knights of Ceres suppress Lord Lenato's rebellion at Castle Gaspard. Though you are told not to expect combat, the deep fog at Magdred Way sets you ill at ease. This is now the story chapter of it. This is the story battle now. The Mutiny in the Mist.
It really is an honor to accompany Catherine, wielder of Thunderbrand. I hear you're intimidating enough to silence the howling winds.
Thunderbrand.
You mean you don't know? My weapon is called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics. A long, long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants. It's an honor to wield, but I'm afraid there won't be any chance for that today. Our mission is to help clean up the aftermath, not to fight.
Why would Lord Lenato incite such a reckless rebellion? He had to have known he had no chance of winning.
It all goes back to the tragedy of Dusker.
I don't know much about it.
You must be joking. Where have you been traveling that news of it didn't reach you? It happened about 4 years ago. The king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus was murdered by the people of Dusker. That about covers it, right?
To put it simply, yes. But there's more to that story. They had accomplices within the kingdom as well. Lord Lenato's son, Kristoff, was one of them, and so he was handed over to the church for execution.
Why was the king targeted?
King Lambert was attempting a major political reform. Needless to say, he had many enemies. Whatever the truth behind that incident may be, Lord Lenato has harbored resentment toward the church ever since. Well, to be more specific, his grudge isn't only against the church. It's also against the one who turned Kristoff over to them.
Report! The enemy is approaching. They can't be avoided. Their numbers are far greater than we predicted. They used the fog to slip past the Knight's perimeter.
It looks like our mission just changed, Professor. Everyone, prepare for battle!
It's an ambush. Yes. But you're fine. You're fine. Actually, might need new gauntlets. You're fine. Yep. Maybe another axe. You need another spear. You need another sword.
Well,
So you grab an axe.
is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
You grab a spear.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
And you grab.
Is that the one?
Oh no, wrong.
Thanks a bunch. Come back.
It's fine. Items. Trade. And then Leonie could use a battalion.
Is that the one? Come back.
Right, it's Fog of War.
With this fog, It's impossible to tell where the enemy might be, or how many of them there are. The enemy could be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down anyone who breaks through the fog, and let's push through!
The conditions are the same for both sides, but we're at a disadvantage for not knowing the terrain.
Proceed with caution. Wait for them to enter your field of view.
Battlefields with thick fog, your units will only be able to see enemies that are close by. Proceed with caution. A unit's movement will be cut short if it's interrupted by an enemy. You can earn a reward if your allies do not suffer heavy losses. Be careful not to let your allies flee. So these guys, we get more rewards if all 3 of them survive.
I got this.
I just want to look at this. Oh, what? I can't zoom in. Sad.
Let's get to it. Who, me?
Ready anytime.
Stay focused.
Who, me?
I stand ready.
Ready and willing.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, the story missions tend to actually be easier than the auxiliary battles, in my opinion.
Repent from the grave!
And also, Catherine is busted. So. Catherine can solo this map if she really tried. It's just these, you want to try and keep these 2 alive, really, is what you want to do to get the reward.
Thanks.
Yeah, this mission isn't too hard. I'd rather eat those words and just get random crit.
You think we're just gonna do nothing while you try to kill our lord?
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Oh, hello. Oh, the kick in the face.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Claude and Leonie are both still level 6.
I won't let you anywhere near Lord Lonato.
Too easy.
The fog is lifting as a result of the Dark Mage being defeated. It seems the fog was being caused by magic.
It's you. Thunderstrike Cassandra. It was your wretched zealotry that killed my son!
The only name I answer to is Catherine. Prepare to taste the blade of one who serves the goddess. Now you face a Knight of Theros!
The fog is cleared. There's nothing left to hide you or the filthy Central Church from the judgment of the goddess.
What's the situation looking like?
Thank you!
This guy needs to be taken out.
Predictable!
Oh, I'm in. Ah, you kill Steel.
Lord Lonato, please don't die.
The nobles start the war, but it's the commoners who spill their blood first.
Magic face.
That helps.
Lord Lenato doesn't deserve such sadness and anger. Now it's your turn to suffer.
Kill Steel. Why? Why do you do this? Get over there.
Appreciated.
Sorry. Right, these guys tend to do battalion stuff on you. So who's got the most defense? Leone.
Thanks.
Appreciate that.
Right, who will stand here?
It's time! Try to keep up!
Is my mic set to the correct one? Hang on. Hello? It's been a while. Testing. Yep. Just fiddling with my mic. Sorry. What if I turn down the sensitivity? Hello? Does it sound better now? Obviously, I sound a bit quieter, but I'm going to pick up my breathing. Okay, it doesn't look like it's picking up my breathing, so that's fine. Sorry about that.
will be the one to kill you, no other.
You have lost all sense of justice. You want to fight me? So be it. I'll send you to meet your goddess.
Now, the problem is, these two decided to charge in on Leonardo. That's what the AI wants to do. So we need to kill Leonardo before Leonardo kills them.
You're too kind.
Because they'll decide to throw themselves on Leonardo's spear. Which is not conducive to getting
Sorry.
rewards and keeping them alive.
Did the trick.
Thank you.
You have been deceived by that witch. I will show you the truth. No other option.
That's mildly painful.
Let us be cautious. That helps. I stand ready.
That vile woman. Kristoff, forgive me.
Let's try. Awful
I never
Leonardo.
thought I'd see Lonato meet this fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
Your allies did not suffer heavy losses, so you earned a reward from the Church of Sevens. Secret book, goddess icon. Those are very useful things. Marianne the MVP. Save your progress. Yes.
Nice work, Teach. Still, that fight left a foul taste in my mouth. That aside, did you see how Catherine fought?
Quick question. Once I've done the after battle cutscene, all the other cutscenes afterwards. Should I start doing the next chapter or save and end the stream? What do you think I should do? She's incredible.
Agreed. I thought the power of the hero's relics must be exaggerated, but I was clearly wrong. Makes you wonder about that legend.
What legend?
Oh, it's nothing. Just the usual fanciful nonsense. An ancient relic that once cut a mountain in half with a single swing. That's what they say, anyway. But as amazing as Thunderbrand is, I don't think it fits that description. Apparently, relics can harness tremendous power for those with a compatible crest. Though you can technically use one so long as you have any crest at all. Yeah, I don't know. Long story short, I'd like to try cutting a mountain in half someday.
Ooh, are you talking about relics? You'll be able to use one soon, Claude. I just know it. After all, you've already been selected as the next head of House Regan.
Easy there, Hilda. I don't know how apt soon is. My grandfather is still unbearably healthy. Oh, is this news to you, Teach? Yours truly was recently recognized as a legitimate child of House Regan. They possess one of the hero's relics too, though I've yet to see it.
Just recently?
I officially joined House Regan only last year. Before then, I lived with my father. When I learned that my mother was the daughter of an Alliance noble, I was so surprised I thought the whole world was pulling a fast one on me for a week.
So that means your mother is Duke Regan's daughter, right? Where is she now?
I can't say. My mother's currently living in a different world than the one she grew up in and has no desire to return home.
Okay. You sure have a lot of secrets, don't you?
I'm just keeping a promise to my parents. Make of that whatever you will. In exchange for my so-called secrecy, I'm free to do as I please. Which is why I decided to see what the other side of my family was like. That's how I found out about this strange crest I bear.
Professor, Claude, it sounds like the troops will be withdrawing soon. We should return as well.
We won. We should be celebrating. Instead, we're heading back with heavy hearts.
Whoa there, what's the matter? You look as sad as a kitten without any yarn. If we hadn't done what we did, the rebel army would have followed this road all the way to the monastery. And they would have crushed all the little villages along the way. We stopped that from happening. You should be proud.
Sorry to intrude, but this incident may be more serious than anticipated. I found this on Lord Lenato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect, but the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
I am glad to see that you have returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped.
My students deserve the praise.
I am not so sure. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lenato's possession. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best, but a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
But that's endangered students.
Even if they encounter an enemy whom they cannot best, they should be fine, so long as they have you on their side.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess. The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the Knights will be on high alert as well, but there aren't enough of them to keep watch on every corner of the monastery. It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students, but the gravity of this situation requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck, this will all be for naught. Still, be on your guard.